In many schools, especially high schools, there is a trend developing towards longer school days and longer class periods. Academically, most students would actually benefit from shorter class periods. We're going to discuss some of the reasons that that's the case in this episode. Before we jump into it, make sure to give us a like, follow, and comment if you enjoyed this content. And make sure to check out our other TenneyTube video here, where we talk about the benefits of shorter school days. As mentioned in the intro, there is a trend in secondary education towards longer class periods for students. Some high schools are changing to block schedules, where classes are every other day, but twice as long. Here in Texas, districts are now incentivized to extend each school day, hence each school class period, so that they may shorten the number of days on the school calendar. Whatever the reason, longer class periods may be negatively impacting the academic performance of students. Today, we're going to talk about some of the reasons why shorter class periods are better for students. One of the best reasons to keep class periods shorter is student attention. The most optimal learning is going to take place when you have the most focused student attention. We'll discuss some techniques later to heighten student attention, but research is conclusive that student attention is best at the beginning of the period. Researchers have broken down class periods minute by minute and determined there is a 3 to 5 minute settle down period, then 10 to 18 minutes of optimal focus. At this time, research measured attention lapses for every student, regardless of how compelling the topic or the instruction. The attention lapses become longer and more frequent as you extend the session. We'll link to some good articles in the description for more details on these timelines. Since teachers really only have 13 to 23 minutes of optimal learning time with students, it stands to reason that shorter class periods will be much more effective. As mentioned before, another way to improve student learning is to heighten the intensity of student attention. When we go to the gym, we achieve greater results when we can increase the intensity of our workouts. It's the same way for the brain. Learning will improve if we can increase the intensity of our learning and study times. Shorter and more frequent class periods will enable learning times for students to be more intense and productive. When we extend class periods, we're really just adding learning time with diminishing return. Brain research would also be another area that reinforces more shorter periods of learning are better for students than fewer longer periods. We now know that learning is about developing connections between our brain cells. These brain cell connections are called synapses, and the more of them you can grow and the faster you can get them to communicate, the better your learning will be. Building strong synapse connections takes intensity and repetition. As discussed in our first 2 points, instruction during optimal student attention while also heightening student attention intensity will help students. More frequent class periods will also lead to repetition, more likely to build and strengthen the synapse connections. Brain research reinforces the fact that shorter class periods are more likely to deliver the conditions proven to deliver more effective learning. As you can tell, we're proponents for shorter class periods. We earnestly believe that shorter class periods will produce better results for students, for the reasons stated already. We do understand that there are some significant reasons schools may gravitate towards longer class periods. If you're at a very large school, transition from one class to the next may require a lot of time, which is not going to be contributory to learning. Also, for advanced subjects, teachers may need more time to cover the complex topics associated with the subject. That being said, we believe most schools and students would benefit from shorter class periods. By finding ways to shorten class periods for students, you'll take advantage of optimal attention, develop more intense learning times, and align classes with current brain research on learning. I'd like to thank you for tuning into today's episode of TenneyTube. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to give us a like, comment, and subscribe for more info. Be sure to also hit that bell icon to be notified anytime we post a new video. See you on the next one.